There is something shifting in the air around you, something that feels impossible to explain but impossible to ignore. You may have felt it quietly in the still moments, in the pauses between your thoughts, in the strange feeling that something meaningful has been moving toward you for a very long time. You may not fully understand it yet, and maybe you were never supposed to understand it all at once. Some things enter life softly, not with noise or warning, but with presence. A feeling. A connection. A pull that refuses to disappear no matter how much time passes, no matter how many distractions try to take its place, and this message comes to remind you of something important. You should prepare yourself, because something powerful is unfolding in your life. The kind of connection that changes the way you see love, trust, timing, and even yourself. The kind of bond that feels both unfamiliar and strangely familiar at the same time, like recognizing something your soul somehow already understood before your mind could explain it. There is someone whose heart keeps finding its way back to thoughts of you, not out of obsession, not out of fantasy, but because something about your energy feels unforgettable. Maybe they tried to ignore it, maybe they convinced themselves that timing was wrong, maybe they thought distance, silence, or uncertainty would make the feeling disappear. But some connections grow stronger in silence, some feelings become louder in absence, and some people discover that no matter how hard they try to move on, something inside them quietly whispers the same truth again and again. This connection matters. The truth is, not every person enters your life for a temporary season. Some arrive to help you grow. Some arrive to teach difficult lessons. And some arrive carrying the possibility of something deep, steady, and real. The kind of love that doesn't rush, the kind of love that doesn't need performance, the kind of love that feels like finally exhaling after carrying invisible weight for too long. You may have spent time wondering if real connection still exists. Maybe disappointment made you cautious. Maybe confusion made you question your own instincts. Maybe people promised things they could never truly offer, leaving behind more questions than clarity. But life has a strange way of surprising people exactly when they stop expecting anything beautiful to happen. Sometimes, when the heart feels tired, something unexpected appears, a conversation, a moment, a person, and suddenly, the world feels different. Not perfect, not magically easy. Just different in a way that feels meaningful. There is a reason you keep growing into a stronger version of yourself, a reason you keep learning difficult lessons, a reason you survived moments that once felt impossible. Because growth changes what kind of connection you are finally ready for. Love feels different when you stop settling for confusion. Connection feels different when honesty becomes more important than attention. Everything changes when someone begins choosing peace over games. And perhaps that is why something important feels closer than ever. There is someone who sees your strength even when you hide it. Someone who notices the kindness you give others. Someone who sees the tiredness behind your smile and quietly wishes they could make life feel softer for you. Someone who believes you deserve consistency instead of uncertainty, care instead of confusion, respect instead of emotional distance. And maybe you don't fully believe someone could feel this deeply yet. That's understandable. Life teaches caution. Heartbreak teaches hesitation. Disappointment teaches silence. But healing teaches something else. Healing teaches that not everyone arrives carrying the same intentions. Some people arrive ready to build, ready to understand, ready to grow alongside you, ready to create something grounded in trust instead of fear. You are entering a season where clarity matters more than chaos, where honesty becomes more attractive than empty promises, where emotional safety begins to matter more than temporary excitement, because lasting love is not built through intensity alone. It grows through patience, consistency, communication, shared effort, mutual respect, the kind of care that shows up even on ordinary days, the kind of connection that survives difficult conversations because both people choose understanding instead of pride. And maybe that is what your heart has secretly wanted all along. Not perfection, not fantasy, just something real, something honest, something that feels emotionally safe. The truth is, meaningful relationships often begin quietly, not with dramatic entrances, not with impossible promises, but with presence, a feeling of being understood, the comfort of being seen, the peace of knowing you do not need to pretend. And perhaps this next chapter asks something important from you. Stay open, stay honest, stay patient, do not rush what deserves time, do not force what is meant to grow naturally, and do not mistake temporary confusion for permanent truth. Life changes quickly, people change, timing changes, hearts heal, and when someone truly values a connection, effort begins to speak louder than words. You deserve effort. You deserve communication, you deserve honesty, you deserve someone who makes their intentions clear, someone who values trust, someone who understands that love is not ownership, pressure, or control, but partnership, care, and mutual choice. So prepare yourself. Not for fantasy, not for impossible promises, but for the possibility that something meaningful may be approaching your life, a deeper understanding, a stronger connection, a relationship built on choice, respect, and emotional closeness. And as you move forward, remember this: the healthiest love does not ask you to become smaller. It does not ask you to abandon yourself. It does not demand fear or sacrifice your peace. Real connection helps you grow, it challenges you kindly, it supports your dreams, it respects your boundaries, and it reminds you that being cared for should never feel confusing. Maybe the future is preparing something beautiful for you. Maybe life is teaching patience before clarity. Maybe your story is still unfolding in ways you cannot yet fully see, but one thing matters most: keep becoming the person you are proud to be, keep protecting your peace, keep believing that healthy, meaningful love exists, because the right connection will never need manipulation to feel powerful. It will feel steady, respectful, mutual, and deeply real. This is only the beginning of a chapter that may surprise you in ways you never expected.